What's going on, guys? 25th of June. Getting like months keep going by so freaking fast. Especially I live in a world like mine, which seems to be I live my life in 30-day increments. And then of course there's the little smaller increments when you're bouncing around the country and getting involved in other things. Just came back from Salt Lake. Really, really, really cool things happening. I haven't put it out here very much. If I have, I've forgotten. I've got a book coming out in the next couple of months. It's been a lot of work, let's just say, an extreme expense. Now, this is really the first I'm publicly announcing it. I've got Robert Allen, if you've never heard of him, New York Times bestseller back in the 80s. That sumbitch, man, got it done when people couldn't manipulate shit. That guy wrote my Ford, kind of oversaw things. He actually encouraged me to write it. So it's here because of him. And I'll start showing as we're going here in the future, not on this one, but in future ones, some of the artwork. Robert encouraged me to get it illustrated. I didn't know who to go to. I asked if he ever had an illustrator I could engage, and he never used one. So, or hadn't used one to the extent that we were going to use one. And he said, go find an artist. Well, my brother happens to be. I convinced him to read the book. He decided to do that. It's pretty ridiculous art we've got done in this. We're talking, I think it's 14 works of art and then a bunch of little bits of illustration peppered all around the book. It's going to be pretty significant there. If anything, the art's good badass, guys. Buy it for the damned art. So that I'm working on pretty heavy to get that out. Communication with publishers, whatever else. So hopefully that's going to come out soon. I'll get more into the marketing of that, if you will. It's been such a long time. I'm like, when do you start pushing it? Well, it's going to start coming soon. So that was that. I had an opportunity to speak on a stage. New aspiring real estate investors. Hopefully, we can help them navigate this craziness that's happening. We got the FHFA just came out as of the 21st, first approving Freddie Mac backing second mortgages. Second mortgage. So you already have a loan on your house. Now you're going to do a fixed second. Now there's the opportunity for HELOCs and that kind of thing out there. Problem with the HELOC, in my personal opinion, we don't know where the rates are going. Of course, everybody keeps thinking, the Feds are going to drop it. Eventually they can go down, possibly, but down how far? If you can fix that in, we already know what fixing in your rates can be for a long period of time. You fix your cost in an inflationary environment, you're never even really paying the cost. So we don't know what the ramifications of this are going to be. The philosophy is there's a lot of people that have locked these low interest rates back during the COVID scenario when we had 2% and 3% interest rates. But then we've also seen home prices double in the last decade. So there's a ton of equity sitting out there. It's untapped. And I believe, this is just my thought process, in the background, FHFA, others sitting in government positions, like, tap that equity, put that out there to work, help the economy. So right now, like today, we got consumer confidence. It's dropping. It was last month that was released. It was the reading was revised down nearly a full percentage point. And then this month, we're another percentage point below that. So, when you consider that, it's actually quite an accelerated decline as far as what the confidence is of the person out there spending money. Well, why would it not be? Look at the job situation. People that work 2-3 jobs just try and make it. Do they have the extra money to spend? Well, now we're opening up for people to tap equity and also backed by the federal government. That leans heavy on the taxpayer at some point if things don't go right. What about the people that are renting? They're the ones that are going to have to bear some of this too, and they don't even own the damn house, nor are they tapping the equity. There's a lot of unintended consequences that can come here, and what those will be, I don't know. I do know that I'm not a big fan of that type of a structure. When it comes to that, a lot of people, if they don't know what they're doing, I'm a fan. If you're going to get the equity, put it to work somewhere, invest it. Where? That's the big freaking question. We have the stock market overprices all hell through the roof. A lot of investments out there seem to be teetering on things that are happening within the economy. Put in something really, really, really safe. I personally would buy life insurance policies whole life. That's me. If you don't know anything about that, you need to contact me. I'll direct you where you can at least get the best information that I'm aware of. Because there's a lot of people out there, whole life policies, they'll stick you in the ass. be careful of those things. They can get very, very, very scary if you don't know where you're looking. So you got to be careful about that. Don't do anything stupid. Other things that are happening in the market today, you got more Feds governors sitting around saying, hey, we need to cut rates. Others saying, no, we need to hold. Case-Shiller price index showing that between the Case-Shiller and you see here, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, I think it was the BLS, no, FHFA, sorry. Case-Shiller and FHFA both showing house prices up 6.3% year over year. They keep going up. So if you're not in buying houses, you're worried about what's my interest rate going to be? Are they going to drop? Yet the price keeps going up. And if the rates go down, it's going to go up even faster. You get yourself in a bad spot. I think that you really, really need to be looking at this right now. If you're not getting involved in buying investment real estate, we're not talking. We need to start talking. Well, let's look and see what the market's doing as a result of this stuff today. Some of you guys in the mortgage industry may be looking at me saying, why is he looking at the 5.5 coupon all the time? Well, one, that's where I've been tracking for a long time. And it kind of mirrors the action of most of the other coupons. The other thing of it is there's other things that I'm doing right now where I have to focus on the 5.5. So there's a reason for that. Now we got into this overbought position within the stochastics. Now we're going back into more of a mid-range. But look at this level I keep talking about. Before, I thought when it came through here, I commented on this level. I thought we're going to break where this would be our ceiling, and it seemed to be holding as a ceiling. Then we got above it. Now it's just holding as a floor, and it's literally everything's being sucked to this level here on that coupon. Now all the other coupons have their own level, right? It's very similar. They have this level where it's being yanked down to. We have this attraction to this. I think everything's just paused to see what's going to happen, what the Fed is planning on doing, what other news is going to come. Always there's some sort of news that comes out. Oh, this could be really bond friendly. You're going to jump above it. Then also a couple of other things come out that's not so friendly. The market just doesn't know what to do, in my opinion. I think we have a lot of traders that are like trying to anticipate the moves of somebody else, but in reality, they're all staying right where that value lies. We'll see where this all breaks out from. I'm hoping it stays a little bit higher and not going back and down those channels, because it goes in those channels are going to drive it down. But we've also talked about that price action, where it's probably heading. I'm still afraid we're heading higher for longer, and we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know, even if the Fed lowered, it's going to make a whole lot of difference, because there's just a certain value that the market's willing to bear. I'll get you more data, get you more information about the book coming. I would love to have you guys jump in and get your hands on it. Hit the subscribe thing if you like, and we'll get you more data come Friday.